Jon Moxley just landed a undoubtedly devastating pile driver on Will Ospreay. Ospreay with that surgically repaired neck nodule. This is getting ugly for Ospreay.
Ospreay, who came into this match here tonight thinking he could weaken his opponent, but instead this absolutely devastating for the challenger.
And then on top of that, wrenching the neck many times.
Will Ospreay, he called in the reinforcements from Japan in the form of United Empire, Francesco Akira, Hanare, and his protege Callum Newman. But right now, they have been overwhelmed by the Death Riders as Moxley has Will Ospreay in his grip.
Will reaching out. Of course, no rope break's going to help him. He's calling for reinforcement, and Hanare's in.
He is back.
Hanare. And the uppercut. Just dropping Callum Newman. Using his range to hide the roundhouse kick. Pack. Pump kick into the jaw of the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Newman dazed by that one as the bastard holding the center of the ring, but Francesco Akira.
Boy, this kid's amazing, isn't he? Akira.
Rapid pace offense. Whoa.
Garcia. Just open-handed strike, and Garcia lands the high boot as Ospreay breaks through the lariat. The hook kick. Moxley looking for Death Rider, but no, Ospreay wants no part of it.
That kick was on target, that thrust kick.
Hidden blade, no, Garcia. The body lock steps through, looking for the Dragon Tamer. Ospreay fighting it, but Garcia has it locked in.
Moxley looking for the storm.
Moxley drives Ospreay head first. Garcia shoots the half, makes the cover, and no, Francesco Akira there to break things up.
You got to wonder how much the neck of Will Ospreay can take, guys. My God.
Akira sends Garcia to the outside. But
And fans, no more commercial breaks. We're going to stay with us as long as it takes. Plus, Kenny Omega still to come tonight. So stay with us. What a way to head towards Dynasty on Sunday.
Well, is it about the size of the dog in the fight?
No back down in the heart of the young Italian speedster, Francesco Akira. And Moxley wipes him out, but in comes the 23-year-old phenom, the protege of Will Ospreay, Callum Newman.
Newman's a big boy, and he can match Moxley when it comes to power.
Well, Moxley, the kick to the inside of the knee, changing levels. And now Moxley on the move. Newman, rolling elbow strike.
And Moxley came right back, and then now he's dazed.
Garcia got caught by one now.
How is Ospreay back to his feet?
That's the
Newman
question.
and Ospreay. Cutters! Double cover! And United Empire very nearly took it.
Fans, a big week continues on Saturday. We understand that Saturday, the Hurt Syndicate will be in action as well. How about that?
The Hurt Syndicate, they made a statement of intent last week on Collision. And Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin back in action this Saturday at Collision as Will Ospreay now with Moxley. Nope, Castagnoli intervenes.
Here he comes again, the big man.
Claudio Castagnoli, the giant swing.
Whoa. Wow. He nearly launched Ospreay into the table.
And Ospreay, you can see how dazed he was. Yeah, good look at the eyes. Hanare had the back of Will Ospreay. Now Pac and Hanare doing battle. Into the powerbomb from Hanare. And now trying to pick his targets is Francesco Akira. Once again, oh no. Claudio catching Akira. Now, it was Akira that bailed out Hanare earlier, and Hanare that rising headbutt. And Moxley through the table.
Two massive men, and what a collision that was.
Now Akira and Garcia.
Oh, God.
Didn't have the body weight to break the table. Might have broke his back though.
Watch out.
The stop. Akira shot it, but still. A splash on Garcia, and that leaves Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley face to face, center of the ring, a preview of what we will have this Sunday at Dynasty.
And both men are going to be injured, going to be bruised, going to be hurting, but that's not stopping these two men right now.
Who's going to be worse off with one table remaining?
Ospreay, rapid fire elbow strikes. Moxley steals himself. No, reversal. Ospreay sent to the outside. And now Ospreay back it up! Paradigm shift! Remember, it was 5 consecutive paradigm shifts followed by the chair wrapped around the neck of Will Ospreay. That's what put Ospreay out of action.
That was
and
2.
Moxley out of already now 3.
He's going to go for it again. He may try for 6 here.
Or he may try to end Will Ospreay's career permanently.
With that table, he's more than capable of doing it.
Oh, Newman.
Callum Newman, the Prince, coming to the aid of the King.
And Will Ospreay. Oh, the hidden blade into Jon Moxley through the table. Ospreay covers. 2, 3.
The winners of this match, United Empire.
Will Ospreay calling on the big guns. Callum Newman, the youngest IWGP heavyweight champion in history. Francesco Akira, Hanare, join Will Ospreay to earn the victory tonight. Is the momentum in the favor of the challenger heading into Dynasty this Sunday?
And so he took all the firepower that Ospreay could muster to defeat the Death Riders tonight, but in doing so, Ospreay suffered a number of injuries to his neck. No way he's 100% come Dynasty.
Will's got that look in his eye. He's not done, guys. Oh my God.
Yeah, you saw Newman.
This was an incredible main event heading to Dynasty.
But Ospreay, this is so deeply personal for him as Claudio Castagnoli pulling Jon Moxley out of the way.
Ospreay was going to try to end a career right there in front of us.
That's just what Jon Moxley tried to do to Ospreay. But these two men will meet this Sunday for the AEW Continental Championship, but also the AEW World Championship will be on the line as Kenny Omega challenges MJF. We saw earlier about MJF's legacy in the sport of professional wrestling. Let's take a look at the impact of Kenny Omega on this sport that we all love so much.